Hey guys, it's Goldie. I'm back. I'm going to show you how I made these marble countertops. So if you're excited for these, stick around. First things first is I jumped into my favorite app, Procreate, where I design all of my printables. I knew I wanted to create some realistic looking marbles, so I took my time and I designed about 8 different ones. I think they look pretty realistic and we're going to try it out. You can use these for countertops, flooring, wallpaper, backsplashes, whatever you'd like. So I took about an hour to design all of these sheets and I really like how they came out. I just hope that they print as well as they show up on screen. You can get this whole pack full of 8 sheets on my Etsy. I'll link that below. Here are all 8 designs. All right, let's go. This is one of my favorite vinyl sticker papers. It's glossy and you can get this on Amazon. I'll link it below. These are the MDF counters that come with your dream kitchen kit and I went ahead and just pre-painted them. You totally don't have to. Once you've downloaded your pack, you're going to print it on full and wait for it to print out. Make sure that you set your printer to glossy photo paper so that all of the details come out clear. It actually came out so good. Okay, so this is how it looks when it comes out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out my sheet and just kind of get a gauge for where the pattern is going to lay on there. And I'm going to trim around it, turn it upside down and trim around where the design is going to be on the countertop. And once you've done that, I'm just going to take it off. It's basically a giant sticker and I'm going to lay it very carefully and make sure that the top is completely smooth before you wrap around the edges. And for this part, it's similar to wrapping a gift, but if you're horrible at it, kind of like I am, then you just kind of work your way around it. For the corners, I just cut little notches and I'm going to just wrap around. And you kind of just work your way around, cutting and snipping where you need to. I use an X-Acto knife and a very sharp blade will come in handy. I guess you can use scissors if you'd like, but I like to use my X-Acto knife to get better precision. So just continue to very tightly wrap around the corners and trim off the edges where you see fit. And here is the finished corner. So for the sink countertop, I like to make a little hole in the middle so that I know exactly where it's going to go. And then I save about 1/8 of an inch around so that I can wrap it around inside of that hole, if that makes sense. Again, make sure that the top is nice and smooth before you wrap any edges. And then I'm going to make little notches in diagonals inside of that hole so that it wraps around pretty smoothly. And just proceed with the previous steps as far as wrapping. When I wrap the edges, I make sure that I'm pulling pretty tight so that there's no air bubbles or gaps in between. Then you just smooth the edges on a flat surface to get them really nice and tight and straight. And then you can just go ahead and tuck in those pieces, the 1/8 of an inch that I told you to leave. This is exactly like the first one, so I'm just going to speed it up so you guys don't have to wait, but you always make better decisions the second time so you can figure out how to wrap it better on your second go. Just keep in mind, you want to be very careful with the edges because they will poke out if you aren't very careful. So for this last piece, it's very simple. It's just a simple box. You're just going to wrap it the same way. It has no corners or edges, so it's not as technical as the first couple. Just smooth out those sides and get the corners nice and crisp. I like to just kind of pinch them and smooth them down, and there you go. Now let's install these bad boys. All right, so this was from my previous build. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. And I'm just gonna remove the countertops and then I'm going to just simply replace them with the new ones. And they should fit perfectly or even a better fit because they're slightly wrapped. This is the little sink that comes with your dream kitchen kit, and I just like to slide it in there. It should be a pretty snug fit, so go ahead and take your time, and it should fit perfectly. So that is a really easy way to transform your kitchen, and you can rewrap these as many times as you'd like. I went ahead and turned on all my lights just to check it out, and look at how beautiful it is. You can print these out on regular paper, but I like the glossy look. I think they are really realistic. So if you like this pack, go check it out on Etsy. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment just to let me know how I'm doing. On the next video, I'll be showing you some custom resin countertops that you can do with some acrylic blanks that you can get on my Etsy shop. Stay tuned.